Hey guys, Kareem Babe here, fund manager, entrepreneur. This video I'm going to be wearing my fund manager hat. Everybody loves to talk about the difference between a hedge fund and private equity. But here's one insight that is really talked about. It's not about the strategy or the holding period. It's how size works for or against you. In essence, the difference between a hedge fund and a private equity is the hedge fund invests in liquid securities, such as stocks, bonds, commodities, and the holding period tend to be a little bit shorter. Then a private equity that invests in illiquid securities, buying mostly companies or real estate where holding periods tend to be longer, i.e. 7, 10 years, sometimes even more. However, if you think size matters, yes, it does. But it's very intricate because private equity size is not a hindrance. As a matter of fact, private equity size provided with the clout, it becomes almost like a fortress. Provide them with access to better deal flows, sourcing capabilities, certainty of closing, and it does not actually dilute returns. Versus a hedge fund that primarily invests in liquid securities, size becomes a little bit of a hindrance because it's very hard to believe if you would like to invest $500 million in a small or mid-cap, liquid security becomes very intricate because you will be moving the price and diluting your returns, and that's why you'll be forced to diversify and therefore give away that competitive edge that a private equity has by just gobbling the full assets. And that's why you'll see the best returns in hedge funds are usually in their infancies, before they become ginormous. And if you look at the major names out there, even those that CAGR 20% plus over 20 years, you'll see that in the early years, their returns were massive. That some of them even have astronomical return close to 80, 90%, and then they average to a 20% CAGR over 20 years. Even Warren Buffett, who's a kind of a hybrid between private equity and a hedge fund, if you look at his returns in the early 60s and 70s, it were astronomical versus his returns now, but on average, his returns are obviously exceptional. This was one insight that usually people overlook because they think size really matters. Yes, it does, but not necessarily in a positive way always. In private equity, it gives you an edge. In a hedge fund, think about it, it actually forces you to diversify or create different strategy, hence moving from one single strategy to a multi-strategy. That's why you see hedge funds above $20, $30 billion. It's very difficult for them to maintain only one strategy, and therefore you become almost an asset allocator as opposed to a single stock picker. I hope this was helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channels if you like this comment and you have your own opinion. We'd love to keep it engaged. Don't forget to comment below. Till then, have a wonderful day.